Welcome to Insight, International Education News and Insights by Canam.
Planning to study abroad? Stop. Before you apply, you need to hear this. Not all study abroad agents are the same, and choosing the wrong one could cost you time, money, and even your future. In a recent 4th Canadian Universities and Colleges Conclave featuring official representatives from top Canadian institutions, we uncovered a major issue. Many students applying through sub-agents of aggregators think they're getting expert guidance. But here's the truth, you might not be getting direct, reliable information. So, how do you know if you're working with the right consultant? And why should you always choose a direct agent? Stick around to find out. Let's get straight to the point. Not all consulting options are created equal. Many students, in their rush to apply, end up working with sub-agents of aggregators simply because they are located nearby. But here's what you might not know. Sub-agents don't have direct ties with universities. This means your application might take longer than expected. Details about programs, deadlines, and scholarships may not be up to date. If something goes wrong, they don't have the direct authority to fix it. So, what's the smarter choice? Choosing a direct agent to ensure application success. Here's why. Direct agents work closely with universities, ensuring that you get accurate, up-to-date information. Many universities only accept applications from direct agents. That means your application is not just submitted, it's given priority processing. If there's an issue with your application, a direct agent can immediately reach out to the university and resolve it. No third parties, no delays. From selecting the right course to getting your visa approved, direct agents provide step-by-step guidance. Let's hear it directly from the panelists.
My first question is to Chris. Chris, you've worked with a large number of consultants across various countries promoting Canadian public institutions. What would be your guidelines to parents, firstly on advantages and disadvantages of using a career consultant? Secondly, there are different kinds of consultants, direct representatives and those who are sub-agents of an aggregator. As a parent, how should one select the right consultant for their child's career?
Thanks, Ganga, and good morning, everyone from Ontario, Canada. Those are really important questions, and I believe these days, with the recent changes in Canada in terms of policies and so on, it's more important than ever to deal with an agency that you can trust, and more importantly, that has the expertise and experience that can provide the right information for students and parents to make a decision. And you had asked, should you be working with a direct agent, a sub-agent, an aggregate? And I've worked in the post-secondary system for well over 15 years, and we worked with. So we found when working with agents that had direct relationships with the college, that students would have a much smoother transition to obtaining a visa than those that did not. And that's because the communication with the college, with the direct agent, was more accurate and more timely. And the students would often arrive more on time. And the students that we worked with in terms of sub-agents often arrived later, or the visa approval rate was not as high. I think that's a big advantage that students should seek is, how long has my counselor worked here? How long have they worked on the Canadian file? Because sometimes counselors work on different countries and so on, and Canam's expertise in Canada, I think, is unrivaled, frankly. And then in terms of the investment that parents and students are making, it's so huge. Is there really any bigger decision that someone has to make than the one for applying overseas? And with all of the different choices, you really want to work with someone with the expertise that can guide them. And I really like how you've described often your staff, Ganga, as those that are offering career advice, because it's not just about study. There's the whole package, and the fact that you have RCIC licensed individuals and leaders in your organization further explains why one would work with a reputable agent. Now, in terms of the advantages and disadvantages, I think really recently, and I'm sure the other panelists will talk about this, there's been a lot of changes in Canada. One perfect example is students, if they want to change institutions after they arrive in Canada, they have to change and apply for a new study permit. That was not the case before, and now it is. So that really serves the point that students have to get better and more accurate advice now more than ever.
So, before you take the next step in your study abroad journey, ask yourself, are you getting direct, reliable guidance? Or are you trusting a middleman who might not have your best interests at heart? Choose wisely. Choose a direct agent. Your future depends on it. Drop a comment below if you have any questions about studying in Canada. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights on making the right choices for your international education. Stay smart, stay informed, and we'll see you in the next video.